Hi, it's Roger Ewing Taylor, Man Across America, coming to you today from Mesa Verde National Park in southern Colorado. I have a confession to make. I didn't know anything about this park before I came here, didn't expect to see much. I was surprised. This place is awesome. First of all, it's huge. I've only been able to see about half of it. Definitely going to make plans to come back and see some more. There are 3 tours you can take here to see the cliff dwellings of the ancient Puebloan people. Those tours cost $4 each. Right. That Cathedral Slot Canyon tour I took yesterday, that cost 95 bucks. Gonna have to sell a lot of books to pay for that one. You can learn a lot more about my books and get links to my other videos by going to my websites, rogerewingtaylor.com and lastwhiteferry.com. Right now, I'm really excited to show you this park.
Last year, I introduced you to the Anasazi, the vanished people of the Southwest. This year, I learned that that term is becoming replaced. It turns out Anasazi is a Navajo word meaning ancient enemies. Since we don't consider these people to be enemies, and since they later evolved into the Hopi and several other tribes, the popular moniker now is Ancient Puebloans, a relatively new term now applied to all vanished Pueblo dwellers within the Southwest. We'll start our tour here in the Coyote Village upon the rim of Mesa Verde. It predates the cliff dwellings we're about to tour and was inhabited off and on from before AD 975 into the 1200s. The circular pits you are seeing are called kivas. A kiva was a dwelling place made from adobe bricks and covered with wood, which of course has now long vanished. These stations you're now looking at were where the ancient Puebloans ground corn into meal, a major staple of their diet. The Cliff Palace, at about 150 rooms, is the largest cliff-dwelling ancient Pueblo remains in all of North America. It was constructed over time between 1190 to 1260 AD. It was built and inhabited by a people who decided to give up a life of hunter-gathering and take up a life of stationary farming. The ancient Puebloans here farmed the rim of the canyon while living in the magnificent structures built here within the cliff walls. I'm going to let this monument of ancient architecture speak for itself. Near the Cliff Palace is Balcony House. Not nearly as big, but just as magnificent. On the other side of the park are the Longhouse and Step House sites. I absolutely plan to come back someday and visit them. Right now, here's the Balcony House. We'll end our tour of Mesa Verde National Park here at the Sun Temple. The cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde were ultimately abandoned due to a severe, years-long drought that struck this area around 1285 AD. In a last-ditch effort to appease the gods, the inhabitants began the construction of the Sun Temple. The temple was never completed, and their prayers were not answered.
America's National Park Service is 100 years old this year. That's 100 years of enjoying our national parks. This is Roger Ewing Taylor, Man Across America, and I'll catch you at the next stop.